The woman was once a noble empress, but after her country was destroyed, she was imprisoned in the enemy emperor's palace and tortured by him every night. Unwilling to endure the humiliation, she found a chance to escape to the roof, intending to end her miserable fate by suicide. However, the immense resentment she had accumulated in her life allowed the soul of a modern woman to enter her body. Before she could understand what was happening, a system appeared and informed her that she had entered a novel world. She could only return to the real world if she took the original owner's place and experienced all the plots in the novel. If she refused, she would be immediately eliminated. At that moment, the enemy emperor, who was captivated by her beauty, lifted her chin with his sword and threatened her to kneel and beg for mercy. Yet the woman was instantly enchanted by the emperor's appearance. Her inner thoughts were filled with praise for his handsome face, and even his figure perfectly matched her ideal of a dream lover. While she was daydreaming about falling in love with the emperor, she had no idea that the emperor in front of her could hear all her inner voices. Just then, the system warned her that she must anger the emperor, otherwise she would be punished with an electric shock. Helpless, the woman had to temporarily set aside her admiration for the emperor and scold him for being too cruel. The emperor flew into a rage and was about to kill her, but he suddenly heard her silently apologizing to him in her heart. This sharp contrast made the emperor find her interesting, so he decided to make her his concubine. However, the palace maids humiliated her constantly because of her identity as a fallen empress. Little did they know that the woman was no longer weak. She picked up an incense burner nearby and smashed it at the maids. She then put on her clothes and was about to teach them a lesson when the emperor suddenly appeared. The maids immediately complained to the emperor, claiming the woman was too brutal. Unexpectedly, the emperor ordered his men to drag the two maids out and execute them, then pulled the woman into his arms. Although the woman kept saying words of resistance, her heart was still praising the emperor's looks. She only bit his hand when the system reminded her. Later, the woman tried every means to anger the emperor, but since he could hear her inner thoughts, he always ignored her attempts. The system then suggested that she could anger him by missing her late husband. Sure enough, the next day, when the woman held her late husband's memorial tablet and cried, the emperor was instantly enraged. He not only snatched the tablet from her arms but also dragged her to the bed, preparing to punish her. The woman had expected the emperor to use all kinds of harsh torture tools, but to her surprise, he took out a whip and gently whipped her on the buttocks.